Hey everybody, Bloodlust Knight back here with a new World of Tanks video here for you. It has been a while that I've done one of these simply because my work schedule has been hectic for the last 2 months. So apologies for not getting any of these any sooner, but do I have a good one here for you. I'm here showcasing you one of the two Tier 8 Russian tank destroyers, pretty much the forgotten one of the two, the Su-101. Now here we are on Mannerheim, and as you can see, there's already a big problem. It's a Tier 10 match. So there's a big whammy. It's already down on that aspect of it. And the Su-101 is not favorable amongst the two tech tree Tier 8s, the other one being the ISU-152, that everyone loves better because it does get a hard-hitting 152mm. So as I look at this, I decided to go north because, well, I'm a Tier 8 tank destroyer against Tier 10s. There's no way I can survive south. So I go down and get this little spot here. Vickers 3 rushes 4, so I didn't get a chance to shoot him. But I went, yeah, I might as well do this back a bit, see if I can utilize this bush as much as I can. And already it's looking to be a little bit bad. Somewhere in the middle, and most of the team went south. The typical southern flank of the map. There goes our hawk. So already not good. And here comes the bat chat. Better position. Uh-oh. He went a little too late, because now here comes a fully loaded WorldofTanks 100. Myself and the IS-3 try everything we can, but we just can't. There's no way we can do as much to the WorldofTanks in time to save the bat chat, especially with how fast that thing fires. Little note, I still think the WorldofTanks is down. It's one more thing that they need to nerf, and I seriously believe the WorldofTanks 100 can come back into the matchmaking. That's a whole different explanation. Anyways, the Su-101, well, it's, again, not favorable amongst the two. Fairly weak compared to the rest, and there's the 2685. The other problem with the Su-101, it did get hit with the nerf when they nerfed this line, because this leads up to the Object 268 version 4, which used to be the strongest one in the game. I now decided to move back because I went, well, there's three Tier 10s in front of us with the Tier 9 light tank, and it's only two Tier 8s holding this corner. We're definitely not looking good at all. So I decided to run back in this position just to hold it, move back. Then I realized, oh, IS-3 moved back, so one of us got to see the corner. But yeah, the one problem with the Su-101, its turn radius is extremely slow. Got a nice shot there. 420. Blazing. Its turn radius is extremely slow. There's a G-Sor. Hello. I know you're looking at me. However, he unwittingly sat there. Got another shot off there. So already up 1,700 damage after taking a few pop shots on that WorldofTanks. One pop out and Selma comes. I'm like, oh, this ain't good. Selma's now in a nice position to keep me spotted comparatively to those two. Which again is not good. 3 Tier 10s, Vickers is not popping out, but 3 Tier 10s right there with the Selma, and only it's myself and the IS-3. Oh, hello. I got lucky there. He missed. And it's a good thing too, because despite this being a rear-mounted gun, and then there's Selma taking a few shots off. Don't know how he saw me, but he did. But despite it being a rear-mounted gun, and with what the Object 268-4 is capable of doing with the amount of armor it has, the Su-101 does not have it. It definitely does not. There are quite a bit of Tier 8s. Selma's still taking shots at me. He can still see me, and I don't know how. But a lot of Tier 8s can easily pen the Su-101. Of course, as usual, gold rounds will pen anything. But well, look how slow that turn radius is. So Su-101 is a tank that you want to try and hunker down and just basically be a bunker that's just sits there. And you want to be in a movable fortress, because if you move, again, they'll take advantage of that turn radius. Hi, Selma. Managed to get a good one there. Oh, he's almost dead. Sharp feature. Thank you. Selma's out the way. No one's up there anymore. Now I'm in a better position. Oh, uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, woo. Char pops another shot in time, and I take out the WorldofTanks. It was like, oh, I was in trouble. 2685 still sitting there. I see him fall back. I push out just to keep an eye on the corner. And the southern part of the map is still like, yeah, they still need to do something with the southern part. Yeah, SU-101 gets pinned by everything, even higher tiers. So that's why it's not favored for a lot of them, especially after what they did with the line. I don't think they touched the SU-101 much, but it did affect it to where its turn radius got worse. The 2684 and the one in between it, the Object 263, were greatly affected. The turn radius definitely went down. However, the Object 263 is still a monster of a tank to play, whereas the 2684, well, everyone knows where the weaknesses are at. So I sit here, I noticed they all fall back, and I went, okay, I'm going to push forward, and this IS-3 had the same idea. Let's push forward. They fall back. Already at 3,000 damage, 1,600 assist, which is really crazy for this tank at this tier. And especially now that I'm like, we should take the advantage, because even though we don't know where the Vickers is at, so that's why we're being cautious. We haven't seen the Vickers in a long time. But we know where the 268 is. He went up the spot. He went up the hill. Cautiously going slow to ensure that we don't get spotted here, and I don't know what the E3 did to make the E77 mad. I don't know. But they did get him. I see the Vickers, so I push forward. I'm like, okay, Vickers is spotted, let's go, and ouch. And unfortunately missed the shot there on his cupola, which that's the exact same cupola that the 2684 has, which is his weakness. Oh, I gotta make the shot. Got it. Right there, that cupola. That bar on top of its turret, the 268V4 has as well, which is another major weak spot. However, the 263 does not have that. So, doing fantastic, like, basically better fantastic than I've ever done in this tank now. 3,300 damage, 1,800 assist. It is insane. Pop up here just to keep an eye, because I know the Vickers is over here. There he is. Okay, let's try and move forward, and right there, how crazy that is, just from their physics that they still need to fix. Vickers pops up, he had a shot. He disappears. Well, let's see. I did hit him. And now he's gone. So he's gone. IS-3 fell back because he found the Conway, and Conway shot him. And I went, okay, we finally cleared this side. South is still doing its thing down there. And they pretty much won the South, too, since the T-110E3 is gone. Hawk is seen by the Char. We push forward, and I went, okay, I know the Conway's over here, so I'm going to peek my head out a little bit just to find him. Because, again, despite this looking like it's supposed to have armor, it doesn't. There goes the new Panzer. I keep forgetting what it... Leasage? Conway is now spotted by the Char. Char's taking full advantage with his 4-round autoloader. IS-3 is now coming to join the fray. And then I can see that TS-54, or T-54, excuse me, so I decide to sit and think, okay, I'll let them have the Conway. And now to see what I can do here. So I just sat here because I know, like, I can see the T-54 barely, but I'm like, okay, Leopard's coming up. I'm going to see him. There he is. Leopard gets rid of the T-95. The pesky went out the way. I take a shot. Hallelujah, I hit him. 402 damage. I mean, 400 average damage, too, for this tank. So, 440. So, a little bit of a low roll. Missed the shot there, but 340 pin in the gold is not one you want to underestimate, which is why you might see a lot of people in SU-101s fire the gold. It is a tank that they just do not want to deal with because, again, it's super slow turn radius, hardly any armor. And there you are at the end, getting a few more shots off. 4,200 damage, 1,800 assists, but as we saw, I did get the blind fire off the Vickers there, which we'll have to go see what it is. So again, SU-101. Again, it's a lot of people want to discard ahead and avoid. Because, like I said, it easily gets flanked and pinned by everything. What I believe that they need to do with the SU-101 here is to buff its armor, I would say. Not a whole lot, too, mind you. I don't think they need to do a whole lot. We don't want it to where basically tier 7s can't do anything. Tier 6s will have a hard time, but due to the slow turn radius, tier 6s can get around. Get right here. It's easy to pen here, and take it out. Not to mention that even though it's very small and hard to hit, there's that little weak cupola right there. Right there in the back. That's a nice spot to hit. This one's a little bit more difficulty to hit. However, you're on this angle, you could hit it right there as a spot. So with that, let's go see the results. And now here we are at the end of the battle. This is the results that ends up in a total of 4,700 damage against tier 10s, meaning I actually high rolled the Vickers doing over 500 damage. Hit the 2685 3 times, hit the Waffenträger 3 times and finished him off. I hit the T-54 twice, I got the Selma once and spotted damage to finish him off. G-Sor hit it once. Just amazing. It can do damage. 440 average damage. It can do damage. It's just, yeah, no armor, very situational where it's supposed to be, and if they outflank you, you're done. You can't turn in time. Even if you have your back against the wall and a light tank flanks you, he will take a huge advantage to constantly hit you and pen you, because it takes forever to turn, even if you have the rotational mechanism, which I do on this one. Now, of course, seeing as my crew needs much more skill, this is a brand new crew as I got this tank back earlier this year. So it is a work in progress to get them up to have clutch braking as well as reduced ground resistance to help with the turn radius. But even with that, it is still relatively slow. So yeah, aced it. I finally aced it. It's the newest highest record I've ever achieved on this tank. Halovan medal for destroying various two tanks that are at least several tiers higher than me. And as you see, I destroyed the 2 tier 10s, 2685 and Waffenträger. And then with that, here I am on the board, and they, oh man, that is an extremely high base experience just from this tank. 1,436. Total of 4,705, the highest damage in the entire match, with only 2 kills. And now, yes, the base experience did get fluctuated just because of the fact that I'm a tier 8 facing tier 10s, but that's still an amazing feat for this tank, as it is difficult to play, and a lot of people will always free XP to get out of the way, compared to the 263, which is the tier 9 after this, that just still has an extremely very strong frontal armor, to where if you get the 263 and go hold down, you're almost impenetrable. Just beware of the artillery. And then, of course, still, even though the 268 got nerfed, it is still a viable, very powerful tank to play. So with that, let me know what you think about this match and where you're at. If you've done the issue 1-1, hopefully this does help you a little bit, and seeing how I maneuvered around that rock very carefully against the 2 tier 10s that kept popping their heads out along with the Selma. Hopefully it helps you, give you some tidbits, or at least seeing how the issue 1-1 should be played. It's not one you want to rush. You stay back. And remember to always look into falling back even further positions. It's not a frontline tank like the British tank destroyers. So again, I'm hoping this will help you a little bit just to see what it is, and like I said, when you get that top gun, you're going to be doing wonders like this. So let me know what you think about this match. Do comment below if you have it, if you're working on it, or if you just free experience it. And do hit that subscribe button for more video content like this. Again, finally got another World of Tanks video up for you. It has been a long time, but more will come. It's just been very hectic, especially when the patches come up. So hit that subscribe button for more like this, and hit that bell notification for when the videos do get released. And let me know what you think. And with that, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I hope to see you next time.